contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Proving Ground Pro Cutting Edge Championship. Making his way to the ring first, the challenger from St. Louis, Missouri, the RoboGinger, Gary J. And his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, he is the current PGP Cutting Edge Champion, Mario Andrew
All right, Jeremiah. I hear the Billy Squire. I hear lonely as the night. That can only mean one thing. We're about to be graced by the presence of our current cutting-edge champion, Mario Andrew Crivello.
This is my first time seeing either of these gentlemen, Gary J. or Mario Crivello. I've heard a lot about them. I have a lot of friends in the Wisconsin area, and seems they're coming over here. I was worried for a minute. I didn't know what was about to go down.
Well, Mario's a Milwaukee area guy originally. He's been with the Proving Ground pretty much since we opened the door here, and he has definitely climbed his way through the ranks and managed to gain the Cutting Edge title. But he's up against some stiff competition, and by stiff, I mean perhaps the stiffest chops in the Midwest with the RoboGinger Gary J. He's part of the submission squad, Jeremiah Plunkett. His home fed is out in St. Louis Anarchy Wrestling. But you can find those guys all over. He runs with Pierre Abernathy, Evangelistico, Davey Vega, and of course, the Barn Owl, the Night Owl, the RoboGinger. Call him what you will. He is the double tough Gary J.
Well, the names you just listed are some of the top tier in independent wrestling. So if Gary J is associated with these gentlemen, then I'm very looking forward to what we're going to see.
Oh, Gary J never disappoints. He's double tough and got a great bunch of natural charisma. He's not the biggest dog in the fight, but he may have the biggest fight in the dog. And like I said, at some point, I can guarantee you, Crivello's going to get lit up with some chops.
The people here in the Proving Ground absolutely love Gary J and absolutely hate Mario Crivello.
There's nobody that's a bigger one-man fan club of himself than Mario Andrew Crivello. He is one tough guy. He is one villainous cat. He doesn't care about a rule book. He could win clean, I bet, if he really tried, but believe me, you're never going to see that. And if he can get to the winner's circle quick and easy, have an early night, believe me, that's the kind of night Crivello likes. But it's going to be tough to make that happen when you're looking across the ring at a guy like Gary J.
And it looks like he's letting the fans here at the Proving Ground get in his head. And, I mean, to be a champion and maintain a championship belt, you can't do that. whether they're cheering you or whether they're booing you, you can't let the fans get into your head.
Mario Crivello spent a lot of time trying to train the fans, trying to teach the fans, trying to show the fans the error of their ways. And I tell you what, not one bit of it's ever been bought by the audience.
Never?
He's spending more time focusing on the crowd than he is Gary J.
That could be a critical mistake, and that could mean Gary J leaving with Mario's prized possession, the Proving Ground Pro Cutting Edge title.
You know, you were talking about Gary J not being the biggest dog in the fight. Hey, he could add 10 pounds to himself tonight.
Very possible. He wouldn't be in it if he couldn't win it. And Mario Crivello best not take this cat lightly because he's got a lot of big wins in his resume. But hey, so does Mario Crivello, or he wouldn't have a belt. This one could go either way, Jeremiah. I'm extremely excited to see Crivello finally decide to lock up.
You know, earlier tonight we saw mind games played on the other side of the coin. Now it seems we see the fan favorite playing a little mind games, getting the crowd behind him. Oh, I don't see this going wrong.
Oh, you don't want to get into an exchange of chops with Gary J, Mario. I promise you that. And Gary will take as good as he'll give in the chop department, believe me.
It's funny. He took the chop from Mario, and I think he almost smiled.
Oh, he welcomes it. He knows that's like like a challenge, a personal challenge. Oh, so you want to do some chopping? Let's make this happen. And Crivello may get exactly what he just asked for, and I don't think he's going to like a real big dose of it. But here we got a nice clean lockup, and look at that. Gary J's forcing Crivello back into the corner there.
You know, you're exactly right. Mario did not want any part of a chop from Gary J, to the fact that he took a powder to the floor. And what does he have? Is that body spray?
No, I honestly, I have no idea what he just grabbed.
I'm at a loss, and that's rare.
And as he keeps moving, he's keeping it away from us, the cameramen, the other people. It's in the waistband. I don't know what it is. Is it a phone? Is it a camera? Is it a can of Axe body spray? Is it I don't know what to think, Jeremiah. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, this is professional wrestling. It could be anything wrapped in electrical tape.
Absolutely. Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles, a spike.
I don't know. Maybe it's a phone. Maybe he wants to get a selfie of him whipping Mario's rear end. I don't know.
I don't think Mario has any idea that that's in his tights.
I have no idea if Mario's noticed it or not.
I don't think he. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was.
And it was body spray. And it's given back to its owner. And I don't know. I guess Mario's been freshened up after the earlier pit stop, I guess he gave Gary J.
Is he insinuating that Mario doesn't have the best pre-match hygiene?
I think that's exactly what Gary J's saying, and Mario Crivello is absolutely incensed. He thinks he's an impeccable groomer, so a comment like that's not going to sit well with him. An insinuation that he came in here with body odor, believe me, the Marman, he's not going to like that at all.
It's getting to him so much. Gary J is making Mario's mind just leave this match.
Well, there's no question about it. Crivello has one of the biggest egos in Proving Ground Pro. It's served him well to this point. I mean, he's had a ton of success, so I can't diminish. I don't want to say he doesn't need it or couldn't use it properly, but it doesn't sit well with everybody, and it has gotten him into trouble on occasions.
Well, now we have Mario in control. He took a well-placed boot to the stomach, but it's legal, and as soon as I say it, you got to roll up rolls through, duck of a line.
Too much distraction, and look at this. Oh, nice comeback by Gary J. Mario thought he made himself a nice little maneuver, but he paid the price, and Gary J. absolutely schooling Crivello tonight.
He's humiliating him, and a guy with a huge ego like that.
Oh, and out into the crowd.
Out into the front row. There's an old saying, if the action looks like it's coming your way, it probably is.
Absolutely it
Oh
is.
my gosh. There's one of those chops you spoke of earlier. Followed by a forearm. He's running Mario all around the outside of the ring, sitting him in the crowd. Well, if you got a front row ticket, you're getting more than you bargained for tonight.
Uh-oh, there's the chop you don't want to give right there, Jeremiah. The chop to the post. You're never going to win that one, Gary J. And Crivello may have just found the opening he needs.
There are so many small bones in the human hand. A full force chop to a steel post could break any number of them.
He may have a broken pinky, broken wrist. Who knows right now, but I'll tell you what, that hand ain't functioning 100%. The only 100% about that hand, it 100% hurts like hell right now.
Without a doubt. And, I mean, not only does it affect his striking
And look at
ability,
Crivello take advantage of it, stringing it over that rope. And why wouldn't you when you see that happen? There's a bullseye on it now.
And not only does it affect his striking ability, but it'll affect him to grab a hold, him to grab a pin, him to hold a clinch.
And to execute his vaunted chop. That's definitely dug a deep hole for Gary J. That was a major flaw in the game plan there. A major mistake. But look, a duck. Oh! He almost came up with a big win out of nowhere there as he had Crivello down for a 2 count. But Crivello comes out and delivers a huge knee.
You couldn't see, but on the backside, he couldn't grasp his hands to complete the schoolboy for the pin, to complete the
And
hold.
look at Crivello continue to work over that compromised hand.
Small joint manipulation, trying to break the fingers on that left hand.
Gary J is in serious trouble. That left hand, he may not want to continue at this point. I don't know. He is certainly a one-handed competitor at this point. There's no question about that. Oh, and he's about to become a one-arm competitor as Crivello's working it up from the wrist towards the elbow.
The pain in a broken hand just shoots up your arm, sometimes even up to your shoulder. And it's a crazy, debilitating pain. You can tell it hurts because he's not even lifting it. He's holding it to his side.
Man, oh man, Gary J's in some serious trouble here. Look at that. Crivello continues to just execute maneuver after maneuver, centering on that hand, that wrist, that elbow. He has the whole arm of Gary J absolutely incapacitated.
He gave the arm a sort of stunner. He held it against his shoulder bone and dropped down with all his force, just bringing it down on his shoulder. That alone could break more bones.
And he is circling like a shark right now, just looking for picking his point of attack. Delivering the pump handle. What's he setting up? Oh, that's disgusting. Humiliation going along with. Oh, but he slipped. Gary J almost gets a gift like Christmas morning there, man.
It takes 3 seconds to lose or win a match. And that simple shift of momentum, the simple slip on the mat could have been all it took.
There's hardly a loss in pro wrestling that doesn't come with a half a dozen at least woulda, coulda, shouldas. These matches can go either way so many times.
They're setting up for a high-risk maneuver, and the risk even higher in the location we're at now.
He's looking for that superplex. Is he going to find it? But look at this. Gary Jay's trying to escape. Up, over, and Crivello's down. Gary Jay found what he needed there, my friend.
Sunset flip powerbomb, and it looks like it took just about as much out of Gary Jay as it did out of Crivello.
The one thing it created was a little separation between the two guys, and I'll tell you what, Gary Jay right now desperately needs that. He has the compromised left arm. I don't know what he's got in his arsenal with no left arm, but he better figure it out and start delivering it. Oh, he still delivers a chop, but walked right into a big boot. But a big elbow in return.
I've never seen that maneuver. It was like a bulldog and a front Russian leg sweep combined. Very innovative.
Definitely drove the face of Crivello into the canvas, and Crivello is in a world of trouble here. He's wandering around on the campus, and Gary Jay's sizing things up in a big cannonball right off of the ring apron. Crivello's down. Crivello may be out.
But the problem with that is Gary Jay cannot win the title by countout. He's got to get Crivello in the ring, pin or submission, and he's going high risk
Well,
again.
he knew exactly that. He pitched Crivello back in the ring and a big elbow to the back of the head. This might be a new champion, Jeremiah.
Oh,
How
man,
did
so
Crivello
close.
get that arm up? My God, he saved his title reign with that arm right there.
So close. So close.
Oh, and a jawbreaker. But not enough to take Gary Jay off his feet. But oh my Lord, into the ropes. Jay's on Dream Street. Crivello the scoop, a slam.
Michinoku driver. How do these guys kick out? Oh my goodness.
Gary Jay absolutely double tough. I thought after landing on his dome, after bouncing into those ropes, I thought that was it.
I don't know how he didn't break his freaking neck.
Gary Jay is one tough son of a bitch. I'm going to tell you what. Still in there. Crivello has him compromised, though. Jay's in a world of trouble.
You just spit in the man's face.
Oh, but there's that chop.
Up, Gary Jay.
Oh, and another one.
Goodness.
Lighting Crivello up like a Christmas tree.
I don't know how he's dealing with the pain with each chop.
Sees Crivello coming, uses the feet, a foot to the forehead, off that top rope, and oh, look at Crivello's down.
Got a 2 count off that spinning flatliner off the second rope. Another
That was
innovative
muscle
move.
memory. Crivello's got no idea where he's at. How is Gary Jay not our cutting edge champion after that? I can't believe it. Oh my God, what Crivello find?
Another Michinoku driver. And another 2 count.
My God, these two men are killing each other, Jeremiah.
You know, I've realized something in my short time here. This is the reason this is called Proving Ground. Everybody who steps in that ring has something to prove. They're all hungry.
And another scoop and slam, and now Crivello's down in a 2.
Look at me, I'm sweating. I'm so into this match. I'm perspiring just because there's
Both
so
men
much
crawling,
emotion.
both men out on their, not even on their feet yet.
Crivello using the referee.
Gary Jay finds his way to his feet. Oh, look at that behind the rest back. Crivello with a low blow, Jeremiah. And that takes him to the winner's circle. And already gassed Gary Jay. The low blow put it over the top.
That was a veteran move, but at the same time, you hate to see a match that was amazing. That was an amazing wrestling match end like that.
I told you, Mario Crivello's got no need for a rule book, and he cleverly screened the official. Back kicked right into the lower region, the crotch, the groin of Gary Jay. Gary was already compromised, already hurt, already gassed, and Crivello took full advantage, got the 3 count, and secured more title reign. And he continues to be our cutting edge champion.
It's almost sickening. But regardless of finish, that match was amazing.
110% from both guys. Gary J's got nothing to be ashamed of. I can't believe he's not leaving as the new cutting edge champion.
Look at my chest!
He lit you up, my friend.